more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat mode and live. Awesome. Great. Fabulous. Marvelous. Wonderful. Superb. Mm. And one thing you always gonna be able to see when you come over here is me looking up at the ceiling. Ain't nothing to see here. Trust to believe it. Only thing I'm gonna be doing is showing the ceiling. But thank you. Thank you for peeking up in here and checking it on me. I really appreciate it. Nobody else really gives a shit, honestly. Welcome to the real world. hmm Welcome to the real world where it's your birthday. Wasn't my birthday today. But imagine this in a world where it's your birthday and nobody fucking calls you, nobody checks on you, nobody loves you. Ain't that sad? But the fan never do me wrong. See, that fan is always there to keep me cool and calm, even when motherfuckers got me heated, ears red, and I just ready to swing, just swing. You know, but it's all good. We're not finna worry ourselves. Why? Because it's bigger stuff to worry about. Like what happened to that girl? Um, she vanished out of nowhere. What happened to her? And was she a big YouTuber? I never heard of her. You know, if I go missing, will anybody remember? Will they do all this to me if I go missing? Probably not. They're like, what happened to her? I don't know. Oh well. The world still gonna keep going, and people gonna continue to do as they've been doing, and they'll get over it eventually. It's only a couple people that is gonna be distraught about it. I know them in real life. Hmm. Like like the ones that called me on my birthday. Like what? They called me, bro. Even my ex. Hmm. And I love him so, man. Listen, that's my shit. That's my everything. I just saw this really cute couple. I subscribe to them too. They're really cute. They're not married yet, but they're so like I can't wait for that to happen for them. They already got the babies and everything, and they're through their family. All they need is just to be married to complete the seal the deal. So I wish them nothing but the best. Mm-mm-mm. They're a lovely couple. They complement each other well, and they are both so freaking funny. It's ridiculous how funny they are. What? So they out here wilding. Ain't nothing new. Milwaukee is crazy. It's crazy central. Like people lost their lives here. I'm not the only one losing it. Like it's definitely in the water. It's definitely in the air. Yeah. Mm. I want to get away from this shit permanently. Like Just get away from everything and everybody. But I'm already secluded myself. Like, how much more secluded can a bitch be? I don't know. That's a question you gotta ask yourself when you got time to reflect by yourself in your sleep. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yes. Eating sandwiches, eating whatever we can put our face on. We're eating it. We ain't supposed to eat at this time of the night. Like, come on. Well, I'm on a diet. I'm even claiming trying to be healthy. Bitch, I eat sandwiches. That's the most unhealthiest thing you can eat when you trying to eat healthy. Eat bread. But thanks to the one thumbs up, that fan feels so fucking good. I feel like it's something wrong with us. Me and that baby. When we be covered up in the wintertime, you try to cover us up, cover our head, our hands, our feet. Whoo, it be too hot. It's too much. And all that heat it come rushing to our big ass head, and then from our head to our back, and it be so much like, uncomfortable and hot when we out and about. That's why when I see him and he all bunched up and he warm, but we inside in this warm in here, I'm like, get him, get him up out of this, cause he ain't tripping, but he gonna be crying and he ain't gonna know why. And I get it, you're hot. You don't need no fan blowing on you, but you need to be about it. This jacket, this hat, this, so you can be a little bit more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Something. I wonder if white people get like that too. Like, is that a white thing that we have a hyperhidrosis? Hypohidrosis. Look it up. I diagnosed us with that. The doctor gonna look at me like, bitch, are you crazy? Like, what was you? it's it's that. It gotta be like, what else, bro? No matter how skinny I ever been, whether I was in shape or out of shape, I always was sweat a lot. Not when I'm not doing shit, like right now, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm out and about, woo, it's so bad and so embarrassing for real. That shit traumatized me. How much I was, and I would wear these cute little wigs and stuff, and I'd be sweating all through them, wearing makeup and sweating through that. I can't even be pretty, intentionally pretty, like when wearing makeup and stuff. So I got to the point to where, since I sweat all the time like this, I said, fuck it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna, I'll put on a little makeup, here, yeah. But I don't need all of that. I don't need the foundation. I don't need. You just gonna have to look at my face being flawed like it is. And if you don't like it, don't look. But when I be looking, I be like, oh my gosh, you know. Even though this is blemish, 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 still, still she eats, you know. We still got this, yeah. I'm very much turned on by myself when I look at myself. So that's all that matters. Fuck what anybody else gotta say. hmm And what if my titties hung down to my belly button? Cause I was on the way before I got my breast reduction. My titties could have been down here. But thank God for having back problems when I was younger. That I qualified to get a breast reduction as soon as I turned 18. That was the best thing that could have happened for me for real. Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck. Shut up. It tastes like watermelons. Oh, he was here. He said, "Don't ever need that thing." And some of you, like, I gotta find somebody that's don't mind me blowing a fan year round. My my significant other, so much. He could not stand that. He could not stand it, but that's why I like to sleep in my own space. You know, you be all up in there, wherever you go, in there where the fan ain't blowing on you, and I'm gonna be up in here where the fan is blowing on me, 24 motherfucking 7. Cause I got fire people that be dancing around me, bro. So uncomfortable and hot, and I'm thirsty. Hot and thirsty is a horrible combination. You need fan and ice cubes just to have the most comfortable experience at night when you sleep. Nobody want to wake up from their sleep and they sweating and they throat dry. Mm, that's not. That's that's not what I. That's not. That's not cool. Ma, Houston, Houston, Texas, Houston. God is not to me. What is that? Birthday roast. Okay, instead of a fucking cake, I want this. Make me a roast.
Okay, today I'm going to be making a roast on my 1927 quality gas range. I'll be making this roast for my dad. This Saturday is his birthday. Okay, first I will get the roast and I will start out by browning it. The roast is in heat. Okay, I've got the roast. Okay, this is a pretty big roast. My plan is to cook it in my 1905 pressure cooker, but if it doesn't fit in there, I'll just cook it in the oven. Okay, I haven't decided
Well, at least you got an option for if it don't fit up in it. In case it don't fit up in it. I mean, yeah. Oh, ain't that cute? Nope. Don't. Wait, ho, whoa.
Oh, there goes Shamar. There you go. There you go. What
Uh-uh.
kind of barbershop is this?
Leave Shamar.
Check it out. Why you want them shoes too big for you? No, my shoes probably looking from me for my shoes out. Nah, because you been walking like your feet hurt when you wear them shoes. My feet hurt, my feet hurt. Claro. Hey. Ooh, wee. Hey, hey. Take me through there, take me through there. Hey, Squid. What's up? I'm a rap. You been rapping, huh? Yeah, I've been rapping. Like you been doing more than rapping, like rapping your lips around something. Work some map, you know?
Uh-uh. Damn, Ghost. I can't believe him. He don't mean no harm, though.
What's the code 5 no coming in?
Allegedly.
Shoot. Shoot.
Yes, ma'am.
We bring the same great in-store prices to you with Pick and Save pickup and delivery.
Oh.
File your taxes 100% free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do It Yourself by February 28th. No matter your tax situation, make the switch to TurboTax Do It Yourself and file free by February 28th.
Beautiful. Hmm. Damn.
So why you like
Everyone just assumes I'm human, but there's a little more to that.
The last guy I told about my condition, he said that was like a deal breaker. It can be kind of awkward at first. I need someone who can like converse with, you know? Yeah. I'm
I
joking.
don't know why these
I'm
motherfuckers
18 years old. I just
gonna
graduated
act
from
like
high school.
everything is a deal breaker and shit.
Everyone just assumes I'm female, but there's a little more to that. The last guy I told about my condition, he said that was like a deal breaker. It can be kind of awkward at first. I need someone who can like converse with, you know? Yeah. I'm Jyoti. I am 18 years old. I just graduated from high school. I'm going to
Mm, 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 mm. Woo. Hmm. Man, I just can't resist. I just gotta chew all of my motherfucking nails. What? That would be so confusing to me because all them houses look the same. Mm,
In 1907, a German engineer named August Natterer experienced one of the most intense psychotic episodes ever recorded. According to the accounts, he suddenly felt something open inside his head, and for exactly 30 minutes, he claimed to see more than 10,000 images flashing before his eyes, as if someone had activated a projector inside his mind
hmm.
and forced him to witness, scene by scene, what he would later call the Last Judgment. In these
No,
visions, he reported seeing God, demons, angels, incomprehensible symbols, and a terrifying figure he described as
it's real. It seemed real. Living in the PJs. What it look like.
Hey, what's up, Meek fam? Yes, I'm speaking into existence. Y'all are gonna be family soon. But what's up, y'all? My name is Meek, and welcome to 34 Shades of Meek. And if you click on this video, that means you trying to see what it look like inside my place, living in the projects. Yeah, y'all trying to be all up on my business. I know, it's cool. So come on, if you want to see what it look like inside where I live with me and my two kids, then come on, keep watching this video. Alright, and one more thing. Like, comment, and subscribe because it's be all good.
Living in the PJs. So that everyone can see. Isn't this a perfect place to introduce me? Hell.
Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, and today we're taking a look at what is probably my new favorite mall, Auburn Mall in Auburn, Maine. Not to be confused with Auburn Mall in Auburn, Massachusetts. Why, you may ask, is this my new favorite mall? Well, it's not because of the amazing selection of stores or the state-of-the-art attractions. It's because
These are
this mall is
still
one of the
like
only malls I've been
in
to, which
operation.
has remained
Wow.
largely unchanged since the early 90s.
I'm just gonna be ugly for the rest of my life. I don't care anymore. I felt hopeless. I think I didn't look in the mirror for
No,
like
I'm just
2
gonna be
weeks.
ugly for the
I
rest
never wanted to
of.
be behind the camera anymore because it was just so bad. I tried
Really, you
everything and
thought you was
nothing.
ugly? Okay.
Basically, if you want to know what malls looked like back in the 80s and early 90s, this is pretty much it, minus the large crowds, of course. Now, I don't know about you, but this neon blew me away. And even the sign that says Auburn Mall is pretty cool. I mean, compare that to a modern day Simon Mall sign, and that thing's pretty awesome. So, this mall opened in 1979 and was developed and originally owned by Equity Property and Development. The original anchor stores were J.C. Penney, which, as usual, is the only remaining original anchor store, and Porches, which I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which was a regional department store that I had never heard of until recently. Apparently, they only had stores in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, and I'm from Connecticut, which would explain why I've never heard of them before.
Connecticut.
Now, I know a lot of
Ah,
but I
I'm
have
gonna
to say
leave my
this is
comments about
probably one of the
Connecticut.
most beautiful things I've
Leave them
seen
out of
recently.
it. Wow.
And this is pretty cool too. This Bath and Body Works with the wood paneling. I don't know if that's original to the mall, but I would not be surprised if it was. And this brick planter brings me right back to the Farmington Valley Mall in Simsbury/Avon, Connecticut. It was lined with planters that had,
Avon,
I'm pretty sure, the
Connecticut.
same exact brickwork as those did. So that was really fun to see. And this right here reminds me a lot of the Eastfield Mall in Springfield, Mass. Before it got torn down, of course. It was a very similar layout. This video was filmed on a Tuesday at about 12:15 p.m. So there's a lot of stores here that appear to be either closed or out of business. I'm not sure which. But again, being that it was 12:15 on a Tuesday, I would have thought most of the stores would have been open by now.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not sure.
It's some stores that's open up in there though.
And don't forget, if you
Like
like this
Game
video,
Zone.
please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. Thanks.
Oh, Spencer's. My favorite.
Does anybody know what's going on with this store? I can't tell if it's an active arcade or if they rent out their machines machines or if they're just using it for storage. It looks closed to me, but
Mm-hmm.
again, I don't know for sure. But they got some really nice machines in there.
Ooh.
And I'm also not sure if this is a motorcycle dealer or
In
if
a
they do
fucking
auctions
mall?
here or if this is just storage. It's really hard to tell what's going on here because there's no name on this storefront.
Huh.
This appears to be a
Oh.
store called Affordable Furniture. Either that's the name of the store or it's a description of what they sell. It looks like it is still open just because of the fact that they have stuff outside as well. And then straight ahead, this is Books A Million. This used to be a Borders up until I believe 2011.
Oh. Rip Borders.
Anybody know what used to be in here?
Used to be a spa. Sugar.
So here's Super Shoes. I don't know what used to be in there, but it looks like it probably would have been a junior anchor store of some sort. Well, this is pretty awesome.
It's beautiful.
And then straight ahead, this is where the original anchor store Portress was located from opening day until it closed in 2002. The space remained vacant until it was replaced by the clothing store Stephen Barry's in 2007. However, Stephen Barry's only lasted about a year and closed in 2008. It then became a TD Bank North call center, now known as just TD Bank, in around 2009 or 2010. Sadly, though, I just found out that this TD Bank call center has either recently closed or will be closing later this year.
Hmm.
So once again, the spot will be vacant. Getting back to the history of the mall, in 1990, the mall's owners announced plans for a major expansion. They were going to add a third wing to the mall and add Sears as a third anchor store.
Oh my gosh.
However, that never happened for whatever reason. Instead, in 1992, the mall got what I believe was its one and only major renovation, which included the amazing entrances and all the neon you see today. There may have been other changes made to the mall in 1992, but I think those are the most obvious. If anybody knows what other changes were made to the mall during the 92 renovation, please let me know in the comments. And I'm sure some people will think that this mixture of 1979 and 1992 designs is ugly or out of date, but like I said, I love it. But that's probably because I started going to malls in the late 70s and continued to hang out at malls regularly up through the mid 90s. So when I think about what a mall looks like, this is pretty much what I see in my head.
Mm-hmm.
While I understand that to be successful, this mall probably needs a major renovation at this point, I really wish this mall could be preserved, almost like a museum or historical landmark, because there just aren't too many malls like this anymore, at least not in my area. Like with the wood paneling on the Bed Bath and Beyond, I'm not sure if this wood paneling is original to the mall or not, but I could definitely see that being built in 1979.
This is so cool.
I think most people watching this video would agree that this mall is either dead or dying. I hate to
Mm,
say it, again, I love the mall, but it doesn't appear to be doing that well. However, from what I've read, this mall did do fairly well up until the late 90s or early 2000s, approximately. This was likely due to the rise in online shopping around that time, the fact that the mall was starting to look somewhat out of date at that point, um, and the anchor store porches closed, which had been a major draw to the mall. There were other economic reasons as well that I'm really not qualified to get into. But no matter what the reasons, by the early 2000s, the mall was definitely struggling and had been put up for sale. But luckily in 2005, the mall was purchased by its current owner, George Schott, with the intent of refurbishing and revitalizing the mall. According to my research, the new owner had the entrances and skylights painted, the fake plants were replaced with real plants, new stores were added, and the mall was generally spruced up. However, it seems pretty clear to me that these efforts to revitalize the mall were only partially successful, or at least didn't last very long, because, again, as you can see today, the mall has a pretty high vacancy rate. There's not a ton of customers, and while I love the aesthetic of this mall, it is starting to look a bit run down in certain spots. But despite all that, this is still probably my new favorite mall. And if I had more time the day I was filming this, I could have just sat, next to these planters for hours and just soaked in all the retro there.
JC Penney's though.
And of course, here's the only remaining original anchor store, J.C. Penney. And I love that mirrored finish there. It's pretty spectacular, and that looks also very 1979 to me. Then on the right, this is Family Time Dine and Play. And this looks pretty awesome. I wish this had been open. It kind of looks like the Fun Spot or Weirs Beach in New Hampshire, where it's got these old games, these very old looking tables.
Looks like Chuck E. Cheese
It's kind
kind
of
of.
like a Dave and Buster's type thing, but much more vintage, I think. And then look
Yeah.
at that paneling there. That has to be original to the mall, right? I mean, that's got to be from 1979. I think if Indiana Jones were here today, he would say that belongs in a museum. And I would agree with him.
Mm, get all that hollering and fussing. All that hollering and fussing in these people mall. I can't wait to fuss at him like that. Boy, if you don't bring your little motherfucking ass on, you ain't getting no candy bars. You ain't about to get no Skittles.
Nobody likes to be told what to do, except when someone says, "Hey, eat a Reese's."
You ain't gonna come in the store no
Right.
more if you get to
That's
acting
so
too
embarrassing. Well,
crazy.
it's kind of your fault. After kids, the pelvic floor can weaken, and then perimenopause reduces
The
estrogen.
boy.
Yeah. I have boys. How did you know all that stuff? Well, I used to be a doctor. No, you didn't.
Dude,
Texas.
where the fuck is my
Now Texas is open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do.
One of the things I read online about this mall was that the J.C. Penney was extremely out of date, very dark, and kind of falling apart. So I had to do a walkthrough. So I'm going to do a very quick walkthrough here of the J.C. Penney just to see what it looks like in general. And yeah, I have to agree, it is very dark in here, especially as we get deeper into the store. And also, apparently, they have a major issue with the HVAC system. So this was filmed in July. It was very hot outside, and I guess their air conditioners don't work
Oh,
because the store was full of
who
these
the fuck gonna be
portable
working up
air
in there?
conditioning units, which were doing an okay job. It wasn't terribly hot in here, but it wasn't really super comfortable either. Hi, how are you?
Ooh, that's the dude side. Everything for the dudes over there. Did I see a flannel?
I wouldn't say business is booming in here, that's for sure.
Oh, look at the little boy clothes, though. Look at the little boy clothes. Oh, well, I like it because don't nobody even really there. That's the type of store I would love to go just roaming around. And bitches, who don't love J.C. Penney's? Who don't love J.C. Penney's? I forgot about them, but I love them. I don't think we have any here.
There you have it. That's the J.C. Penney at the Auburn Mall. Not the worst looking J.C. Penney I've ever been into for sure, but it's definitely got some issues as well.
want your nail done? The nail place is open. Get your nail done. That's what I would have done if I was him. Went to go get my nail done. And get my toes done. Or something. Oh! Oh!
I know this probably looks a little bit strange, but I just had to touch the brick. Now, as always, don't go anywhere yet. Next, I'm going to do a drive around of the mall, and we can see what it looks like from the outside.
Yay! Let's go on an adventure around the mall.
First, I'll do a wide-angle drive around, and then we'll come back in closer and go around one more time. This used to be a flea bank, which I think closed almost 20 years ago. And then fairly recently there was a dispensary in there, but that's also gone now because it looked like somebody had smashed in a bunch of the windows. And then here's that TD Bank call center, which is either closed now or closing in the very near future. It didn't look like much was going on in there when I drove around. And like I said, this was the location of the original anchor store, Porches, which then became Stephen Barry's in 2007. And here's a picture of what it looked like when it was Stephen Barry's.
Tired of Disconnection Bank. That's what TD stands for. Urgent care.
I really like how they have that cool 90s logo on all the entrances, not just the main entrance that we went.
Yeah.
A lot of malls you'll see like one main entrance and then the side entrances are rather nondescript.
Yeah.
But these all look amazing. And like I said, I'm fairly certain these entrances are from the 1992 remodel.
Yeah.
The only difference, though, is in some of the older pictures of the entrances, that background, which is beige now, used to look like baby. And here's a picture of what they used to look like.
a miracle whip if you want to. But there's nothing like it. What the fuck is that?
Now let's get a little bit of a closer view. This JC Penney entrance is pretty amazing as well. And I would bet that hasn't been remodeled probably since 1979.
1979. Man.
While these entrances are pretty amazing, they are definitely showing their age. You can see they are kind of falling apart.
What's that? Oh, for fuck. Mm-mm.
And there you have it. That's the Auburn Mall in Auburn, Maine. You all know what I think about it. It's amazing, spectacular, my new favorite mall. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. And stay tuned for a lot more upcoming mall videos, store walkthroughs, and of course, flea markets. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Oh.
Texas was
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I did. I beat the girl out in Mexico.
Okay,
My
today
mommy comes of age. Do-do-do-do-do.
The Little Mermaid by H.C. Anderson. Far out in the ocean, where the
When a mermaid comes of age, she my disclaimer: do not go here. The location is known health hazard. Where?
once one of the largest shopping malls on the east coast of America, the Lake Forest Mall now sits in an advanced state of decay. Opened in
Ew.
1978, it was once one of the top shopping destinations for people all around the DMV area, and at its peak, it had over 10 million visitors annually and over 200 stores to shop. It seemed unstoppable, raking in over $150 million each year. But we all know that won't last. As the late 2010s came, so did the decline of in-store shopping. Many of the small shops began to go under, but by 2019, the mall saw multiple stores leave. By this time, there was only a few tiny stores left, and the mall was beginning to feel very dead. The mall was bleeding money, and in 2022, after a T-Mobile employee was stabbed to death inside the mall, it was pretty much the mall was forced to close its doors in March of 2023.
Somebody got stabbed to death in there.
With 24/7 security and cameras inside and out, this place is
Shouldn't be
known to
fucking
catch
with you.
people and put them in jail for even
Yes,
trying.
he was
But
fucking with
with demolition
somebody.
on the way, I knew I
Look.
would have to at least try to get one last look at this place.
Leave crazy
before
people
dark.
alone.
As we were some of the first
Then
people
you
to
won't have
ever
to
try
worry
this
about
place
getting
after
stabbed to
demolition was
death.
announced, we had no clue what to expect, but we prepared ourselves for the worst.
Y'all ain't had no business creeping up in there like that. You know,
There's trucks right there.
out of
I don't
pocket.
think they have workers in them, so we don't have to be afraid, but it is pretty concerning. There's a trail cable that blue thing right there, and this is just gonna try and get into here. Small, so shit, we gotta be careful. Stick real close all the walls. We already checked that door. Fire department access. What? Can I check up there? Yeah, we should.
Be careful.
Sure, come on.
We don't need y'all hurting yourself just to get us
Let's go back
a
up.
video.
Let's go, sis. Here we go.
Good.
So the door down there, they don't even have to go. That
I would
looks
go
like
down
it's
there.
really not good. Do you think those push doors open? We have to make sure, or else
But
I'm
if
gonna
you
be
go
able to
down
get
there, you probably not gonna come out.
Well, yeah, as long as they can open from the outside, we're fine. What? Can you get in? What? You see me? Chop, be careful. As we were under the impression there was workers and active security still inside, we moved with caution through the back rooms, trying to find our way into the main area, looking for any cameras along the way.
Y'all done told people where y'all at and shit. So you don't
After
think
about
people gonna
20
go
minutes
over
of
there
searching,
and
we
check it
finally
out?
found what we were looking for.
Everything is stripped up out of there. There's nothing worth stealing up in there. So all the only thing you gonna be doing when you go over there is trespassing. They got music playing. Oh no. Why would you even touch it though? Someone from this sticky. And who mad? Who's mad? Like, mm, I don't think you're supposed to be up there either. Now, if you fall through the, cause look at how tricky it is for real. Stuff is falling apart in there. What make it unbearable is the constant like ringing, buzzing. You know, if I wanted to be somewhere where it's constant ringing and buzzing, there, yeah, no, I don't like it. Rob the jewelry store, tell them make me a grill. They ain't leave no motherfucking jewelry though. Well, you know, I want them chairs and stuff in there. Yeah, give me them chairs. At least they got one of the mask things on, you know, to not be breathing in that stuff, cause it's lots of mold and whatnot.
We soon got a very concerned text message from him.
What do you say?
He had spotted 3 workers and they were coming right towards us. We were expecting the worst until.
Sandpaper. Until Sandpaper walked up in the motherfucking building.
How's it going?
Sandpaper is a racist.
It's a maze to get to the actual main part of it, but like, all of these lead to. We're like in the back.
You're all racist.
But yeah, shut that door, bro.
Everybody here is racist.
Here, I'll show you to the main part, okay? Oh. Hey. Wait, close it. Oh,
How you gonna have red hair like
sure.
that and not be? Look at his big. He looks like Chucky if Chucky grew up from the Rugrats. Look at him. Hey, Chuck Chuck. Hey, Chuckabuckums. Hey, Chuckada Buckada. Buckada Chuckums. If that was my son, he'd get tired of me.
They didn't come.
If it's your son, you just want to kiss on them all day long.
Yo, just
He's
take
so
my mask.
cute.
That one mask I'm wearing. Let me do something nice. Open up
Even
this
as a
so
grown
that
ass
you
man,
open
you
up
are
these
so
big doors.
adorable.
There's
Like,
no reason.
oh,
Dude, that's kind of blood. Yeah, you guys. So those people are really kind of weird. I don't know why they would just leave after they got in. They said they were urban explorers, but they might just be lying, and we might have just screwed ourselves over by being nice. So we'll see.
They said we saw some people at the other side of the wall, and these two police officers keep shooting. I look at them between them, like my man myself. I trust them. But
I don't know anything about them. I don't really don't feel like that. If they just pop it into a phone, like they think people on the inside, and they feel like they're
I
doing
want the world to know.
so we're going back. I'll see you guys when we go back. We've made it back. The sun is going down.
All
All
grown
the
up
traffic
with
gets stopped.
you.
And Ashley. They can meet us this hour.
this is insane.
It's nuts. Let's go back to the Sears area that we were exploring earlier. There's an iPhone repair store right here. Selfix. Broken iPhone. There's some old graffiti from the employees under that door. And I think this is another jewelry store. It might have been like a watch store. We are practicing social distancing. So this closed around the peak of COVID.
Mm,
Look at that. Isn't that weird? There's still so much I haven't explored here. What about these? Oh, Jesus. This is all mega blocked off. So yeah, you look at the movie Tuesday here.
no wonder it's mega blocked off. Look at it. It's dilapidating.
There's only like, here's your phone. This is cool.
Did you say you think this is?
Yeah, what's your phone?
Those are diapers.
I've never had a girlfriend before, so. These are all tons of like, still in the bathroom. Oh my god. Smells like 2023. All of the liquid stuff. Sparkling fruit. And there's coffee. All over the place. So, actually, there's another different explosion out there. It's already like 7 p.m. sun's going.
Introducing Chipotle's new high protein menu with real chicken, grilled fresh, no antibiotics, no fillers, ever. Starting at $3.50, packed with protein, Chipotle's new high protein menu is real protein you want to eat.
Hell
Chipotle,
yeah.
for real.
That is enough screen time for today. But I'm literally just saving
Girl,
more
shut the
money.
fuck up and take me back to the Urban
Spend some
Explorers.
more time on social
Cause I didn't
media.
even expect to see you.
Get the best bank.
Get off my
One
screen.
of America's top-rated digital banking experiences, Navy Federal Credit. We are members of the mission.
When your hair is looking dull, okay?
Yeah, ow.
It brings the shine right back to the pure glossy.
Get out of here. Like, what is this? Bitch. Y'all are some fucking bitches. Yeah? Yeah? When a mermaid comes of age. Nee, 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 nee. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, look. Look who it is. It's Maria and they always wanna party on a Saturday night. Always wanna party on a Saturday delight. Cause they was born to be alive. In Louisiana, the last place on earth you would expect to find a nigga at. Look at them birds. Look at all them birds. Look at all them birds. This trip was so far.
I am in Bastrop, Louisiana.
Astrop, Louisiana.
This town
Dang. Look at it.
is in pretty bad shape.
Look at it.
Let me show you the map real quick first.
Bastrop, not Astrop. Okay.
And population history,
Bastrop.
1980, peak population, 15,527.
Wow.
Latest census, down to 8922.
Wow.
I'm downtown.
There's people that still live there, apparently. Look at that. A school or something. Nice.
I read that they're putting some work into renovating this downtown. Not sure how much that's going to do, because this town is a sinking ship. You guys saw the population history. Just one block off downtown.
People still live there, though, so. Yeah.
So it looks like.
Is that a dog? Just a random dog walking down the street and shit? That's something you don't see every day yeah, here. White people lose their mind if they see some fucking dogs walking freely. Whose dog is this? Someone call the authorities. He looks hungry. If they don't try to take him on themselves.
It's a company town.
White people are so fucking funny.
2008, they closed.
How to love them.
Pilgrim's Pride. You've probably seen them in the grocery store. They had a big plant here as well. They closed in 2009. The closing of those two businesses
Well, look at that car.
has devastated.
Is this a, like, what kind of community is this?
And so now town is just filled with
Damn.
empty businesses and homes scattered throughout. Alright, well, let's see. Let's start with ethnic breakdown. 79% black, 17% white,
Oh,
1%
okay.
Hispanic.
Yeah.
It's a mixed race.
It's a black. Okay, I was gonna ask too. I was thinking about it.
Now,
I was gonna ask them.
and it's just house after house.
It's the ghetto child.
It's been abandoned.
Some of that stuff ain't abandoned though.
Let me give you median household income. $30,069 a year. It's $578 a week. That is, well, I don't know what to tell you. That is very little money to live on. you can imagine, poverty is pretty high. Now here it is, 42.4 overall. For school-age children, 56%. 65 and older, 30. All those numbers are really high.
Mm-hmm.
Over half the kids live in poverty here. There's lots of trash on the ground everywhere. And just your old these houses just sitting empty. Let's see, here's cost of living. It's a 77. Louisiana's a 91, as you can see. Healthcare is highest at 103. Housing's 49. Okay, just drive down the streets and you'll see trash piles here and there.
Nobody gonna come get that trash, huh?
Yeah, the devastation you see in this town, it's just unreal. I looked up crime here. It is really high. Last year, 50 incidents per 1,000 people.
Mm.
Compares to 23 for the U.S.
Like, why would you even want to live there?
Well over twice higher. See the sign that says dead end. That's what this town is.
That's
Let me give
creepy.
you the median home value, 85,400. This is what you see everywhere. You wonder if that's even too high.
Mm.
I was on
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
looking at some of the comments of people
And
who
if you know that they want
people
to
who
catch you slipping with no protection,
basically
walking
saying
around
that
them streets at night.
if you somehow ended up
Mm.
in Bastrop, Louisiana,
You definitely gonna get caught slipping because they don't got
you're at the end
no
of the road.
street lights. None.
That's pretty rough, isn't it? Coming from people who live here. It just feels like there is a lot of despair, though, here. You can just feel it in the air. You can definitely see it in the streets.
That was a nice
The
trailer
city
though.
was named after a failed Dutch businessman
Oh.
who fled the Netherlands because he was embezzling, came here, failed here as well. Moved to Texas. Had some success there. We worked with Moses Austin to settle the state. And Moses Austin was the father of Stephen F. Austin. Or Stephen F. Austin is one of the founding fathers of the state of Texas.
Mm.
And the state capital is named after him.
Fuck.
And you'll see a few houses that have residents. And you'll come upon some that have been abandoned. And the cycle repeats itself everywhere on the state.
Oh look.
Looks like something straight out of Mad Max, doesn't it? You gotta admit, there's some personality to it, though. This is the greenest state, I think, in the country. Everything grows like crazy here.
Of course, they get a lot of
So
rain.
nature takes back over with a vengeance here in Louisiana.
Lots of rain. And bugs.
Got enough for here. Yeah,
That look crazy right there, that
there's
house.
only so much of this I can show you, I suppose. Um, let's head to the next town. I am in Oak Grove, Louisiana. I'm making my way into downtown, but let me show you map real
Oak
quick. See what
Grove.
I mean. And then let's take a look at population history. Peak population in 1980, 2214. Last census down to 1441. All right, well, let's just take a look, see at this downtown. Very much a small town downtown.
This
Check out
keeps
this
rain.
chopsticks buffet. What a building! Well, fit in a residential area.
Unlike some hearts, Reese's don't taste like desperation.
Mmm.
You wish to enter the turn, you don't have much, just sword and shield. What should I do? I'm really quite drunk.
Bitch.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
Ba da ba ba ba.
File your taxes 100% free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do It Yourself by February 28th.
Girl,
No matter your tax situation, make the switch to TurboTax Do It Yourself and file free by February 28th.
y'all are so lucky that I'm broke for real.
Definitely abandoned there, isn't it?
They said we're gonna make money off of you one way or another. And you're gonna block the
73% white,
ads,
23%
or
black,
we're gonna just keep
1%
flooding you with
Hispanic,
ads.
1% Pacific Islander. That's interesting. That's surprising to see, isn't it? That big, modern-looking house looks abandoned.
Right, it's huge.
That is absolutely crazy. Hmm. Yeah. Seen a lot of this. Here, let me give you median household income. $35,917 a year. $690 a week. Now that is nuts, isn't it?
That's the Fresh Prince of Bel Air house. Mm, mm, mm,
Appears that it's
mm,
for
mm.
sale. Let's see, 465. Can't read the mailbox. I'm just gonna see if someone wants to look it up. You can only imagine what they're selling that house for. It's got to be a lot. Let's see if I can find the street name. Here it is. North Street. Yeah, if someone wants to look that up, I'm sure we would be curious as to what that house goes for. Or they're trying to sell it anyway. There's a lot of nice ranch-style houses.
Mm-hmm. Look at
This
that.
town seems to be doing a lot better than last time I showed you. big yards there. And poverty, 15.8 overall. School-aged children, 13%. 65 and older, 22%. Surprising given the low incomes of the town, isn't it?
Right.
They have a hospital. Pretty decent size, too, for a small town. The town looks okay overall.
This is a nice little town.
Let's see. How about if I give you
I like that one right there.
cost of living?
It's like a
26.
cabin.
24% lower than the rest of the U.S. Healthcare, 103. Housing, 47. Crime here last year, 20 incidents per 1,000 people.
Mm.
Compare that to the U.S., 23. Crime here's a little bit lower. Let's see, let me give you median home value, 86,600. It's pretty low, isn't it? Back in downtown. It's filled with interesting shops of all kinds.
Mm-hmm.
Oak Grove is the parish seat for West Carroll Parish. Here's the parish courthouse. It's
That's a
beautiful.
beautiful, yeah.
A house or two up here. That has tremendous amount of stuff. Well, all right. I think I'm done here. Let's go check out the next town.
This is so
All right,
interesting.
well, I have just arrived to Lake Providence,
Ooh, Lake Providence looks
Louisiana.
horrible. Look at it.
I'm making my way into downtown.
Whew.
Some murals. Be nice to see that one, but that truck's parked right in the way. Well, now that that truck is out of the way, here's a look at the mural. This downtown has been neglected
Oh, yeah, it's
for a
really
while,
bad.
looks like.
It's really bad neglected. Look at that shit. Wow.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I guess that's it for downtown. Thought it would be bigger than this.
That's terrible.
Let me show you a map, and then I'll show you population. All right, population history, 1980, peak population 6361, 3587, last census. Lake Providence is the parish seat for East Carroll Parish. Now that's the old courthouse there.
Wow.
Doesn't look like they're keeping it maintained. And this is the new one, or newer one, that is to say. Built in 1938. It is a mix of Art Deco. It's mostly Art Deco. A little bit of classical revival mixed in, I guess.
Okay, you went to
Looks very Art Deco to me.
architecture.
Looks like a couple of shotgun houses.
Mm-mm.
For sure. Back in the early mid 1800s, a lot of pirates would operate near here. They would attack boats coming up and down the Mississippi. And the town got its name because the people who would be coming down the Mississippi on those boats, if they could make it to this town, they would say, "We finally made it to Providence." And so the town became known as Providence, and then later Lake Providence. Wow. Yes, old.
Dilapidated. Mm-hmm. Look at him.
Let's see. Let me start getting
Dilapidated.
ethnic breakdown. 75% black, 24% white.
Yep.
The rest is
You see the pattern? And the black communities versus
Here's the median
the
household
white
income.
ones.
Ready for this? $24,670 a year. $474 a week. That doesn't even seem possible to live on, does it?
Mm-mm.
It's one of the lowest I've ever seen. It's got to be one of the lowest in the country. Median household income. Definitely in Louisiana. Starting to see lots of shotgun houses. Here's poverty. 40.7 overall. School-aged children, 61%. That's really high.
Ooh, wee.
65 and older, 14%. Well, that's been empty a while, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Here's cost of living. 73. It's quite low, isn't it?
What's the crime?
Healthcare is 103. Housing's at 35. Another shotgun house. Looks like another right here. All right, so median home value, 75,200. That's going to be it for Louisiana. Up next, we're going to head up into Memphis. And Nicole and I are going to do that one together. Yeah, we'll see you there.
Texas was feeling unwelcome.
Hmm.
Now Texas is an open door for newly the new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person. They're ready to do your taxes for you, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is taxes into a TurboTax. When you deliver with DoorDash, you get to choose when you do it and when you don't.
Okay, I think I'll do it now.
That works, yeah. But if it doesn't,
Ah.
it also says
Ow.
other commitments.
Good, because I have a lot of those.
Tell me about it. So when
Nah.
it's for you, you can make a few extra bucks.
I guess I do have an hour to go.
You want to earn some more time. You can enjoy more quality time. Make money on your time. DoorDash, sign up today.
Bitch.
All right, everyone. I am in rural Mississippi, along the Mississippi River, the Delta. Now I wanted to come here, explore a few towns by the lawnmower. And the first town I
Mm.
What's alligator? Alligator, Mississippi. I saw the name and said to myself, for the name alone, I'm going to visit this town. And so I started
Better
diving,
see some alligators.
and I'm not going to lie, I was shocked. I have never seen numbers, statistics like this before. This has to be the poorest town in the country.
Poorest town in the
So I'm
country.
going to drive into town and just show it to you, tell you about it a little bit. Let's see, there are about 250 people here. So it's small. A little more than a white spot road. Median age is 29. That's pretty young. That surprised me a little. Usually these towns out in the middle of nowhere are basically dying and have a much older population, but not this one. 29 years old. In fact, 40% of the town is 17 or younger. 40%, almost half.
Wow.
55% of the town is
It's the
female,
child of the corn type shit.
45% male. 79% of the town is black, 21% white. And here's the town of Alligators City Hall. By the way, it is named after alligators. There is a lake nearby that apparently is infested with them. And so that's how the town got its name. Here's downtown. Yeah, you can see not much going on here. Just a few buildings that are empty and abandoned. Across the street here is the post office.
Why do some of these buildings look like saloons?
Now, for the numbers that were really shocking, let's start with per capita income. $11,500 a year. That's per capita income. That means that's what every person on this town lives on each year. A little over $11,000. That's $221 a week. Median household income is $19,400. That's $373 a week. That's household income. That's everybody that lives in a house. And if I looked at the average, how many people live in a household here? Average 3. So 3 people per household living on $373 a week. That may be the lowest I've ever seen. I think it is. So, poverty is bad. Poverty in this town overall, 66%. But it gets a lot worse for children. For children 17 and under, the poverty rate in this town is 72%.
Wow.
I have never seen it that high before. Poverty that high. 72%. That's 3 out of every 4 kids here lives in poverty. For folks 65 and older, it's also the highest I've ever seen. 73%.
The 20 oldest fast food chains in America. Fast food wasn't always about racing through a drive-thru or chasing quick deals. Long before that, some legendary spots were already flipping burgers and pouring shakes for hungry crowds, creating memories that last a lifetime. These 20 classic chains helped invent the way America eats on the move, and many are still serving up those cherished flavors today. Ready for a bite of history? Let's take a look at the originals, like revisiting old friends.
Widespread power outages across the area with more wintry mix headings than the Midwest. Stay tuned for
Oof. Ow. Bitch. Oof. This is crazy. Mm.
What happened? Which they say?
I had to write down my motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Well, we have. I had to write down my motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Well, we have a lot.
you did. Call it in.
No, I wasn't saying the bitch.
During the summer, my face looked like somebody took blood at me. It was horrendous.
I didn't really start noticing it until others.
Bitch. Mm. Well,